So because I'm not online a lot, I don't have social media, I don't focus, and I'm not even playing games much lately. Uh, I don't catch wind of things very fast, but I saw on a news article actually that people were angry about Shadow of the Earth 3 being very extremely difficult. And again, I haven't been playing games, I just came back because I wanted to play this DLC. I was not really in the mood for it, but I had a game, in two places, on PlayStation and on PC, which I'm playing. And yeah, people were. I read that people were review bombing it on Steam, and because of how difficult it is, the bosses are like cheap, cheap and difficult, and things like that. And I think people are being honest when they say that. I don't think they're review bombing because I haven't checked it. I don't, and even I'm so off from technology lately. I just play games occasionally, and I didn't even check the Steam page for the game. I just opened the game from the icon that I have on the desktop, and that's it. Then I close and turn off my computer and go about my day. So I went there, and yeah, it was mixed, and it's strange, because a lot of reviews are mentioning. I read some a bit, and they're mentioning how difficult the bosses are, and I think this is because of two things. Because the game fully explained in the start, and I really got wind of it. I'm the type of player who just reads stuff, and when I find something that helps, I get stuck to it. And I also, if you look in my channel, I have some gameplay of me playing Elden Ring where I use it to record gameplay, and you can see that while I'm not a great player, I never play magic builds, I never play anything like that. I play for fun, so I like to dodge, and I have a video of me facing other players that you can see that I have a lot of ease. It's very easy for me to face others, even players, and dodge them and stuff. Because I have this very cunning mind, very preemptive mind, even though I don't have much skill. So I never attack before being attacked, right? I always counter attack. So there are things like that I've always been like, and I always, not much. I don't put a lot of effort. Like I don't try to break my plateau of skill. Let's say, that stresses me. I just play normally, right? So what I did was, look, I just got here and my build was different. It was not this. This is a blood build. You can see I have 65 arcane. And then I have this thing with blood infused, this blood fiend, blood arm that I got. I don't even know where I got this. I just played a lot of this DLC and I got this. I don't know where. Just look in my inventory for something good that I could infuse with blood, and it was blood fiend, right? And it has a lot of stagger in this, and so I just infused this and I made a blood build, but it was not like this. I had a backhand build, backhand sword that was really cool. It was a new weapon too, but it was really cool. So I was just playing like that. And when I play these games, I never play online at first. My first playthrough is always by myself, in peace. I don't go online. I don't want to see messages telling me where things are and or face other players. It's always after I finish the game that I go to that. Just as like I never use first aid sprays in Resident Evil games, for instance. We all have our little quirks, right? So here's what you can do. This is how I faced him. It was like this, and it was a few attempts, and I did use my mimic, and he staggered like 2 or 3 times during the fight, just hitting with a full charge heavy attack with this, and I use this armor because I like how it looks, not because of how much it protects, but it's good. And so I use this because here's the thing, I'll take it off, and if you look at my physical defenses there, all my defenses, look, boop, this gives you around 10, less. It seems that it's 10 sometimes, a little less, so it gives you 10 points of defense, just free like that. So you use that. I have this to give more, to increase attack when there's bleed, and Radam is very successful to bleed damage. So I use this because it gives also raises HP, stamina, and equip load a bit, and this to raise HP, right? So that's it. I'm a very simple-minded person in this regard. And then this is where it's important. Like, you have this, and there's a misconception to this, that people think that this will protect you a lot, and it's just for one hit. It's this things, the flask, the physic, it only works for a single hit, and I will show you this. Like, I was looking online and nobody mentions this. It's just one hit, and you have this that protects you a lot, right? So this, I think it's on the number 2 bell bearing, something like that, small bell bearing. I don't remember where I got this, but I remember I bought a lot, and I bought this was for way before. I don't even remember when I got this, but I always use this in bosses, and I'll show you why also, because it gives you also a lot of defenses, but if you use with the physic, it kind of doesn't really stack, like, it doesn't. And the physic, it just works for a single hit, but it gives you a lot, like it's 63, right? And if I use the physic here, it's 96, so you barely lose any damage. And so you can use this to redeem to the first attack you will take. Maybe you take an attack to call in your mimic, right? And he will certainly hit you. But look, this is just for one hit. You see the 96 there? This is a misconception that I see online. It's just why we have this ball around you. Look. See? 63. It already went down. Alright? So now this one, it's 63. What if I use this? Like, this game always show you on your character when you have some effect active, right? So now I have 71, 68, and whatever, and it's not just for one hit, it's constant. Look. So you see, he hit me, and I'm still like that. So here's the thing, if you can get like with more than 65, 70 points, like, it's very hard that you will not defeat him, like, after a few tries. Now, I will grant it, but people seems to be complaining about how hard it is. It's just the way this game is, right? It is hard. That's how it is. So that's the fun of it, right? So for me, it was really cool when I defeated him, and other bosses also, and enemies overall. So I know there's a lot of strategy that people put online to defeat things, but just go for the simple. It's more like the posture of your mind, right? Don't use this is just my take, and I'm not a very good player, but this is how I play. I'm very simple-minded. I have those spells there that was from my previous build, and I was really not using them much. Like, I forget to use. It's cumbersome to me to be managing FP, and so yeah. Be simple, be precise. Try to be, and the more you try to be over time, the more you will not get good, because I don't think I'm a good player. I'm very just average for my age, I guess. But the game's not that hard in that regard. I faced other boss after with them, and they were all difficult, but you can do it. You can do it, and if you have this posture of just focus on your dodging, like for instance, I never use shield and stuff because I like heavy weapons. I was using a skill based weapon, but I like heavy weapons. That's why I went for this, right? So this is how I honestly didn't have that much trouble with it. Yes, it was difficult. It is difficult. It is a difficult game, but or it was, because now it's not anymore. With level 14 on schedule 3 thing there, it's pretty easy. So yeah, hope you have fun with the game, and if you're having trouble, like just focus on these things, equip these items, and focus on your dodging, and to stay back and only attack when enemies finish their attack, right? They're gonna be a little open, you're gonna have a time. Be patient, don't try to attack more than once, and that's it. Focus on building up your defenses like this. This talisman is enough. But you can use this. I don't remember what I bought this, but remember I bought the most I could because it was really useful. So yeah, and this is the physic is just for a single hit, one hit. I never saw this mentioned anywhere, but it's just for one hit. So hope you have fun and you can defeat the game like I did, because if I did it, anyone can do it, literally. If you see I have some gameplay and you see me playing in my channel, you can see that I'm average. I'm not an amazing player, not even good, I'm just basic. So yeah, I think what leads people to find this game difficult is like misunderstanding what the game is requiring you to do, right? So yeah,